So, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. It's my second time at Brain Candies. The first time I did a Dungeons and Dragons session. Was anybody there by coincidence? Okay, only the organizers. Today I will do something else. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Terence van Lange. I am a professional dancer. I'm an MC, a host. I host events. I'm a writer, I'm a boxer, and I play Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I'd like to consider myself as a man with a plan. But in my life, plans never go according to plan. So, as a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, and I just told you all the things I do. Well, I'm not an astronaut, and I'm going to tell you why it's a good thing I didn't become an astronaut. Now, so I was a youngster, I was a kid, and I decided, okay, we're going to go for it. I want to go into space. I think it was on the second day of my secondary education that I was staring out of the window and realized how intensely, how passionately I hated school. To become an astronaut, you need to be a little bit enthusiastic about education. So I said to myself, we're going to give it a shot anyway. So I tried my best, got really frustrated by school. Because of this, I started dancing to let go of the bad vibes. And after a year, I got my report card back. And my report card said, please do not become an astronaut. You will probably blow up the moon. So my plan failed. But I consider myself a man with a plan, so I made a new plan. I was already dancing for over a year by now. I was doing breakdance. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to be the #1 breakdancer in the world. I quit school, started dancing full-time, and I became a respectable teacher in Holland. I did a lot of battles. I danced in theaters. I came in an awesome crew. I even got a nickname, which is something in our world which shows you earned your stripes. In the meanwhile, I was at a lot of dance events, and a friend of mine he was an MC. He started to lose his voice, and he asked me, hey, Terence, do you speak a little bit English? I said, yeah, sure, a little bit. And he handed me the microphone. And that day, I sort of became an MC. But I was still focused on dancing. But my plans never go according to plan. I got a double hernia in the back. Now, I don't have to explain that if you have a weak back, it's hard to be the #1 breakdancer. I could still dance, but I wouldn't be #1 anymore. So I had to change my plan. But I'm a man with a plan, so I came up with a new one. I would now become the dopest MC, the dopest host in the breakdance events. So I started doing this a lot, and it went nice. I've stood on a lot of big venues. I've done multiple world championships. I even started doing MCing other stuff. So I was enjoying this. But along the way, throughout my MCing, I discovered I really like to play with words. I really like language. So I already had a plan, but now there was starting to form a new plan. So this plan wasn't going to make it. I made a new plan. I decided now I am going to become a writer. I started with astronaut. A lot of stuff happened in the meanwhile. So this is actually my current plan. This is since last year. And I entered this literature competition in which I came second. And I'm still developing myself a lot. And I really hope I will become one of the greatest writers in the world. But I have a plan for a question for you. What do you think will happen next? Hit me, hit me. TV host? Might be, might be. What else? Surgeon. Ooh, a lot of, yeah. Might have became an astronaut. It's probably the same difficulty. No, I'll tell you what will happen. I will make a new plan. Because in the end, I don't know if it's going to fail. I don't know if it's going to be great. But I still dance. I'm still an MC. I'll keep on writing. Maybe I'll become a professional boxer or a surgeon. I wouldn't put my money on that one, though. But whatever happens, I'll just make a new plan. And this is the thing I would like to give to you. A lot of people focus on a goal and they over-focus on it. And it's good to have a goal. It's good to reach your goal. But if you focus too much on it, you might be blindsided for all the awesome stuff that is surrounding your goal. So chase your dream, but stay open for the other dreams as well. Thank you.